Welcome to the channel. I'm Tony the Technician, and today we're going to be going into my 23 Colorado, also known as Moo Moo, because she's a fat cow. But we're going to be going into the version 2.0 changes. So I did a video just like this a little while back of everything that I had done to my truck, all the modifications and things that I bought for it. So if you guys want in-depth details on any of the things that you see, make sure to check out the previous video. In this video, I will be including down in the description the new items that I've added to the truck, but I'm not going to add everything because I already have a video on that, and it's a long list of items. So at the beginning of the video, we're going to quickly run through all of the things that I removed from the truck. Then we'll go into the items that I still have on the truck that I previously had, but we'll quickly go through it. And then we'll go over everything that I've recently added to the truck over the summer, changing the build. So if you guys don't know, I used to have a bed rack and different tent and a little bit different setup, which was really good, but I work out of my truck. So not only during camping and work, I was really limited on space. So I needed something to provide more space, and that's where these changes came in. And when I did this change, some other things came along with it. So let's go ahead and get into the things that I removed. I used to have the RCI bed rack with the RCI tonneau cover brackets that gets the rack up a little bit out of the way of the tonneau cover. I had the OEM tri-fold hard top tonneau cover. Then for the tent, I had the OVS Nomadic 3. On the bed rack, I had the X-Bowl traction boards. I had two 2-gallon Rotopack water packs with their mounts. And then I had installed 3 wall washer lights up underneath the bed rack to provide lighting. And it was a great setup. It just wasn't the best suited for what I needed, especially since I work out of my truck 5 days a week. So it was an expensive change, but it was well worth it in both camping and work needs. So those are the items that I removed. And then I also had a Rhino USA mounted shackle. So those are the things I removed. Now we're going to get into some of the things or all the modifications that I already had done to the truck, but I just want to quickly show you guys so you guys can see those, and then we'll get into all the new stuff. I'm going to carry you around just so you can kind of see everything that I'm talking about. So first up is actually this OVS 270 degree. This is the LTE, the light awning, and this thing is fantastic. I want to say I paid somewhere around $400 for it, and it is by far one of my favorite purchases of all time, not just for camping, but I use it at work all the time because I work out outside, so it's really nice. Now I'll just take you into the bed of the truck so we can kind of look at what I already had. So here you can see the bed slide. This I picked up not just for camping, but mainly for work, especially when I had the tri-fold tonneau cover and the bed rack. I couldn't open the tonneau cover, so in order to access things, this was the best option. Even before I had the bed rack, I got sick and tired of climbing in and out of the bed of my truck multiple times a day. So this has been, it's spendy, something like $1,500, but it was well worth it for my needs. Definitely not going to be justifiable for everybody, but I absolutely love this thing. Besides that, inside, I'm not sure how well you guys will see. I have the Putco Molly panels on both sides. I know it's really hard to see, but I have the first aid kit. Then I have a shovel. I have the Jupiter power inverter that I wired up back there behind the fire extinguisher, and then I have an extension cord coming off the inverter with the plugs right there so it can be easily accessed. And then where the power port normally is, or the power outlet in the bed for the higher trim levels, I actually installed the switch for the inverter so I can turn it on and off without actually climbing in and out of the bed of the truck. Here we have the RecGen Universal Mesh mud flaps. As far as wheels and tires, I have the black Rhino Shoguns. This is a 17-inch tire. It is a -38 offset. And for the tires, we're running Wild Peak AT3Ws, I believe, that are being replaced with the AT4Ws. This is a 285/70 R17, so roughly a 33-inch tire. Then these side steps are actually the OEM GM off-road side steps. I get a lot of people asking me about those, so they are an offering from GM. I'm not sure who else they're available for, but they're one of GM's only side steps that I actually like. and I'm really happy with them. I didn't even get to pick them. They were already ordered with the truck, so I'm really happy that I got those instead of any of the others. As far as rear suspension, because obviously I'm holding a lot of weight, I have off-road bump stops. I have the Icon 10-way adjustable shocks. I also did an Adelie from Deaver, so that helps support an additional 750 pounds. I also have the I have a 2-1 lift on it. It has the CCE drop shackle for the leaf springs in the rear. Quickly moving up front, we have the CCE ditch light brackets, and then some Diode Dynamics SS3 and SS2 lights. I also did the level up suspension tie rod sleeves. I also have the Redline Tuning hood struts. That's a really nice upgrade over the stock hood prop. This is the AVS Aeroskin 2 bug deflector, which I really like this design. 589 fabrication fog light brackets with the Diode Dynamics SS1 lights. Up here, we have the 589 fabrication Mini Fighter front bumper, which I absolutely love. With the crossbar, it has a little bit of front camera interference, but not much. You can still actually use the front camera. You just won't be able to see right down here. Unless you don't run the bull bar, then it shouldn't have any interference at all. Better look at the front bumper. Those are Diode Dynamics SS3 lights as well. Reno aluminum front shackles. And then down below, integrated into the bumper, is the OVS SCAR 10,000 pound synthetic rope winch. All of my lights, as far as the blinkers, high beam, low beam, interior lights, and reverse lights, license plate lights, all that good stuff is from Last Fit. I've been using them for years, and that's kind of my go-to brand if it's not Diode Dynamic. I did install the high output tune when I first got the truck as well. And then I have the Boomba blow-off valve. Interior, I have the cat skin reupholstery. Don't mind, it hasn't been cleaned in a minute, but I absolutely love the interior. A big upgrade from the original cloth. I have AAA liners for the floor mats, which I absolutely love. Far superior to WeatherTech. Sorry about the lighting, it is extremely bright over here. I did the Camaro chrome red ring vent rings, the Trail Boss logo. Once again, if you're interested in any of these items, I have them linked in the 1.0 version of this video, which I'll try and have linked up in here throughout the video. I also have the bullet point mounting solutions. And I believe that's it as far as the things that I've done. I also have grab handles on the back of the seat. Probably missed something, hopefully not. But once again, if you guys are interested in any of these things that I went over, it is all linked in that previous video. And then I'll try and have everything we're about to go over linked down below in the description for you guys if you guys are interested in any of it. So starting up front, we have the Prinsu Pro roof rack. Up top, I have the Prinsu mounts for the Max Track traction boards. I also have the extrusion overland called the Missile water tank. It's a pressurized water tank. And I have a video of all of these, installing them and using them, all of that. I really like that water tank. Then over here on the side, we have the 23-0 shower awning or pooper awning, which I'll primarily be using it for. And then as far as the tent, I switched from the OVS Nomadic 3 to the Top Oak Galaxy, which it's a wedge style. It's a little bit smaller than my previous tent. It's like going from a queen size mattress to like a full, but it is so much easier to set up. Not that no rooftop tent is really hard to set up, but this wedge style hardtop is just so much easier to set up. And I have a video installing it and looking at it, but I will also have a camp video coming here soon, so you guys will see this all set up and everything, so stay tuned for that video. As far as my crossbars, I had these custom made by the shop that installed the Smart Cap, which is the Off-Grid Upfitters, and they are extruded aluminum, and they are extremely beefy and hold this weight no problem. Moving to the back here, we have the MSA spare tire trash bag or cargo bag, whatever you want to use it for. When I'm not out camping and we're just on the way, or I don't usually keep this on here all the time. This usually stays in the truck or in the garage. But before we get to camp, it just holds my Instaprivy toilet, just miscellaneous things. I like this one because of its strapping system. I may do a full video on this, but it's got semi-rigid sides, so it keeps its shape. It's got two side pockets, reflective material here. It's got a drain on the bottom. It's got a nice heavy-duty zipper on the top, YKK zipper, and a flap that folds over. Then it's got actually quick release mounts that allow you to completely remove it, but this harness stays on the tire. And not only does it have the two single straps, but it also has another strap that goes around and wraps around the hub of the wheel. And that's going to prevent this thing from sagging down and looking like a dirty diaper on the back of your truck. So while this one is not cheap, it is my favorite design as far as these spare tire bags. I just like that it holds its shape. It's extremely tough material, and the quick mount system is extremely nice. Then I have a full-size spare matching rim for the truck on the rigged swing out. So that's a look at the spare tire bag, the spare tire. This is the rigged swing out. I also have the Reno rear hitch shackle. I got my reverse camera, license plate light, all of that. It's got this locking handle here and a drop pin that goes in there that you can see hanging down right there. And I absolutely love this rigged swing out. And then I went with the mega table. They also have their other, it's a little bit smaller table. But I went with the mega table, and I absolutely love this thing. Once again, not only do I use it for camping, but I also use it for work. As far as the bed cap, this is actually the Smart Cap Evo A. They have this available with, the Evo A comes with the glass side doors. They also have another one that is metal side doors with MOLLE panels mounted on the inside. I really like the look of the glass doors. I could have probably gotten a little bit more use out of the metal side doors. It is what it is. I like this. It's got a sliding window that's built flush into the glass on the side. Both sides open up fully, like gold wing doors, and then the back obviously opens up as well, which I'll bring you in to take a look. Again, I have a video of this being installed and kind of everything that I've done to it so far. But up here, I do have Kingpin equipped light bars, one there on the back, and then one and two running the length of the bed cap. Over here are my touch panel switches that provide light. This one's great for cooking or anything early in the morning or late at night. And then that just makes everything so much easier. It's a nice diffused light. It's not hard on the eyes, but still provides plenty of light. I have a video of the install of these lights as well, and I absolutely love them. They can be mounted inside or outside. They are waterproof, extremely slim aluminum bodies. Then up here, I've created a shelf that I just built and wrapped in fabric. And I usually have two Plano cases and a Coho case, but I actually just ordered the Sitio, I believe is how you pronounce it, cases. And I'm getting mounting plates, so I don't have to worry about strapping anything down up here. They'll simply click into place, which will be really nice. I'll have a video on that. Over here, we have a new mount. I can't remember the brand that I went with, Power Tank. But it holds my 5-gallon or my 5-pound propane tank, which is really nice. And then I bought a 12-foot braided propane hose. So when I'm out cooking, if I'm not doing it right here, which because I have a different style cooker, which you guys will see in the camping video, so I can go out here and cook as well. I have plenty of length. So I definitely have way more room than I used to, and that added shelf space allows me to keep cases in here all the time so I don't have to store as much in my house. It's a little bit easier when I'm getting ready to go camping. So, because loading up for the camping trip is probably one of my least favorite things to do. And then the last thing I added, since I have this rigged swing out and the bed cap, and I usually keep cases up there, I can't really see behind me. So I still have the factory reverse camera, which is completely blocked by the table. I installed the reverse camera there, and I actually went ahead and installed the Wolf Box rear view camera / dash cam. Sorry about the dinging. It has a front camera, that rear camera that records all the time. It has GPS signal, and it allows me to see behind me when backing up. So that's really nice. And that was a quick install as well. I have a full video installing that. So that is the look at version 2.0 of Moo, and I'm really happy with it. It suits my needs much better than what I had set up before. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely loved my setup before, but I just needed more space. And then that's also why I added the roof rack. It got the traction boards and panels, since this is a little bit different style than my bed rack. It gave me good space to put that instead of trying to find somewhere inside and using internal space. Now I have plenty of room for my camp stuff and my work stuff. I'm absolutely in love with it. But it was 15 new items that I added, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, I'll try and have everything that I added recently linked down in the description. And then I'll also have that version 1, or I think the video is like 2023 Colorado, all of my modifications I've done so far, something along those lines. It's a video on my channel. I'll try and have it linked down there as well for you guys. So if you guys are interested in any of my previous installed items, that's all there for you guys. So if you guys enjoyed, please make sure to smash that thumbs up. Leave a comment down below of your guys' thoughts, or if you guys own any of these items, or if you need help with anything. And as always, if you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.